Mr. President, I have a few questions to echo. And first of all, this is the only chance I've gotten as a comrade to advise you that it is very true that if you don't listen to the voters, then 2027, you might listen to the returning officer. I'm saying this boldly as a believer of kumi bila break. So situaribi appetite, make sure you do what the voters want so that we'll celebrate you in 2027. Direct to the question. Mr. President, in Kenya, we are doing a lot of things for formality. We come, we sit, we talk, you articulate a lot of things, then shida si wewe Bwana President, shida ni watu wako wa mkono. We are having youth-driven organization across Kenya, and we are still depending on grants and funds from other counties and overseas. Yet the government is having a lot of money. We are also pleading that we can have a platform where youth-led organization can apply for grants from the Kenyan government.
So my black Americans, I feel we Africans do not appreciate your sacrifice that much. Because if it's not for your sacrifice, a lot of us Africans would not step foot in any Western country. You all sacrificed a lot, set a pedestal for us to climb. You all did a lot of sacrifice. That is why a lot of us Africans can migrate into other countries like America, UK and other parts of the world, if not for your sacrifices. We all should appreciate your sacrifice and everything. A lot of my African brothers are not going to agree with me on this, but let me tell you all something. Black Americans are the ones who taught us how to fight for our own freedom. Black Americans are the ones who taught us how to fight for our own freedom. These people showed a good example fighting for freedom for so long. That is why most of us Africans have what we have right now. They made a good example for themselves. That is why most of us Africans have what we have right now, if not for black Americans. Because they are the most people that fought for their own freedom and they gain it.
Grand rising kings and queens from Africa and across the ocean, welcome back to my YouTube space. Now, I was just on my own and I thought of something. There's a shift that is happening in the world right now, and black people are about to take power. Though it's happening slowly by slowly, but it is happening because I was thinking, there's a video I saw of a Gen Z, a youth Gen Z from Kenya who was talking direct to the president. The president of Kenya, William Ruto, was there and he had this meeting with the youth, and this youth stood up and told him direct on his face that you have to do what the voters send you to do. Because if you don't do that, in 2027, we are going to send you home direct. And he told Mr. President unapologetically, without any fear, without any contradiction. And something came to my head, that what black Americans and what Africans are doing right now, it is shaking the system to the core. First of all, we are uniting. Second, the youths of Africa rising. And man, I've never seen something like this. On my past years, these presidents, nobody will stand tall and face the president direct and tell him that you need to change. Because we have this fear. And the same way, this African president did not have the ability and the capacity to stand and tell the West, you need to go. We are seeing this from Ibrahim Traore, the current leaders. It is happening. That's what I'm going to talk today. We are uniting as black people, and I'm happy we are uniting. I'm happy that even black Americans are calling out other black Americans who are not for unity of Africans and black people, for all black people. So I have videos here. I want to play you. First, I want to play you the video of that young man from Kenya. And I want to play you a number of videos of black Americans, Caribbeans talking about Africa, talking about unity. And then we come back, we continue. Make sure you like the video if you like it.
Mr. President, I have a few questions to echo. And first of all, this is the only chance I've gotten as a comrade to advise you that it is very true that if you don't listen to the voters, then 2027, you might listen to the returning officer.
And I want to take this moment to congratulate my brothers and sisters within the African American community. I just want to let you know that you guys have come so far. You guys are so resilient. Ignore all the negative labels that are spewed against you. You guys are the most talented, the most influential group of people in this world, period. All the negative things that are spewed against you are meant to block you from seeing your power, from seeing your light. A lot of people are short-sighted, but I see the bigger picture. I see us harmoniously living together, exchanging ideas and uplifting our communities. We are so much stronger together. Yes, we have some minute differences in culture, but the things that unite us is so much greater than you can possibly imagine. And I can already hear some of the negative Nancy's trying to say something to divide us further. Don't even play with me. It's been way too many factors trying to divide us. We can't afford anybody within our community to continue to spew this nonsense. As always, I love you, I appreciate you, and stay black. Peace.
Yes, you guys don't like Black Americans at all. You guys just say bad things about them. They're criminals. They're from slavery. They are not from Africa. They don't know their home. Oh, you know, it's so sad. All the time, you look at a black man and you tell them that, oh, you are from America. You are not African. You are not from Africa. You are lost. You are from slavery. I'm not a slave. You are a slave. Shame on you. Shame on you to even open your mouth. Do you know how painful that is? Whether they look like you or they don't look like you, they are your people. And you say to their face that you are not one of me. You are a slave. Wow. Do you know the pain that our ancestors went through? Just because you were not colonized does not mean you should open your mouth to call somebody a slave.
And as I have been telling you all the time, I am very, very much prepared to receive the diaspora when they come back home to Africa.
The grandfather, it was Kahengeri, the freedom fighter. So she has now the paperwork, and it's done.
Y'all see this? It's real. We have the agreement here for 40 acres of land just for you. Give them a view of that mountain. Look at that. Kilimanjaro. So you guys have access to this right now. This is going to be the first estate in all of East Africa where Kenyans and African Americans will be living side by side. I'm talking about plush luxury homes, affinity pool. What else we gonna have? We have a food court. I mean, exclusively right here in Kenya. So y'all see it. Y'all welcome home from the freedom fighter of Kenya. You're welcome home.
I am currently watching a lot of content from Black Americans who are moving to Kenya. And a lot of people have opinions. So here's mine, yeah? I think from an economic point of view, wow, please move here. Please move here. I'm so excited for real estate agents. I'm super excited for artists, especially artists, people who make such. I am so excited for them because a lot of the Black Americans who are moving to Kenya like permanently are very grounded, and Kenya is the perfect place to be grounded because it's in Africa, number one. Number two, you can find so much of your spirituality. So they are here promoting art and it's so beautiful to watch. Lawyers, of course, they're going to be leasing properties. They're going to be leasing maybe land or apartments. Of course, lawyers are going to get involved. Lawyers are going to make money. And then the community, I've noticed something about the Black Americans when they move to Kenya specifically. Like, for example, Kida, I think it's Kida Greatness. His real name is Bobby. Bobby's out here asking people, like on the streets, Kenyans, how do you feel about Black Americans? Like, when you think about it from this perspective. They don't just want to come here to exploit and make money and gentrify. No. They also want to be included in the community. I've seen how they interact with Kenyans. They're super friendly too. They're just as friendly as us. They hi. And it's like, as much as, yes, some of them are passport bros, some of them are just here to, like, hook up with women, whatever. At the end of the day, you have to remember that these women are also allowing it. The Kenyan women are allowing it. So I can blame both sides. But then again, I'm not a morality police. You do whatever, as long as consent was there. Now that's your business. From an economic point of view, honestly, from a community point of view, I feel so nice watching Kenyans accept them and them just be like, you know what, Kenya is home because of how my people are treating them. And by I feel weird saying my people, like, to refer to Kenyans, because I feel at this point, people like Austin, despite what the news said about him, when he came to Kenya, I feel like he kind of matured up a bit. And you can see the business mindset he has and all of this. And it's just like, I feel like he's growing. Honestly, the guy is growing. We're not going to go to Brad or Dera. No, I remove myself from that situation. I am not speaking about him. No, thank you. But honestly, from the ones who are here, like, for example, Troy. Troy is my favorite. He's... Yes, those are the kind of people I want to see in Kenya. Those are the kind of people I want to move permanently. We have people like Khalees. I love the lady. She's so beautiful. She's out here buying property. And funny enough, when I speak with my friends about the whole buying property, it's like, yeah, like, in my mind, and I feel like most Kenyans feel like this. Black Americans are not really foreigners, like, they're Africans. So it's like an African just buying land in Africa. It's like the whole gentrification thing doesn't really, I feel like it doesn't apply to them like that, because when you think about it, they're here, they don't exploit, they don't come to steal. Unless they were like conned, there's no way you'd find a Black American intentionally trying to steal land from a Kenyan. Like, that's weird. I wouldn't expect it. I hope it never happens, because this will not age well. But I feel like they're here to invest in themselves, in the community. I genuinely enjoy watching them be accepted, watching them accept Kenya for what it is and just thrive in it. I'm currently just hooked on those YouTube videos, and I hope they just keep them coming. I hope they come here fully. That's my opinion. If you have an issue with them, you can go fight somewhere in some other comment section, because I will be removing your comment. This video, please allow this video to be positive, please. We're going to fight somewhere else, yeah, because we always do. We're going to fight somewhere else, but for this specific video, you guys are so welcome in Kenya. Just keep it respectful, keep it loving, keep the community, invest, do your thing, have fun with whoever wants to have fun with you. Yeah.
So what up, family? It's Dr. Larry Smith. I'm a historian, a history professor, entrepreneur, and a Pan-Africanist, pro-Black social scientist, social justice activist, queer boy. But there's so much more to me. You can find out all that stuff just by simply Googling me or finding me on YouTube and following Dr. Larry Speaks Truth. But I want to address this, and I may do a longer video on YouTube about it. There is a game being played amongst the African diaspora and the descendants. Already with this South African bullshit, that seemed like that was intentionally a setup from Elon Musk to distract not only us, but also to distract South Africans from the stuff that they are actually intentionally doing against them. But they haven't picked up on that. But clearly, we're not fully engaged in what they got going on, so we're aware at the mechanisms that are in place. But they are really, really, really trying to break apart any attempt at national, at international, at global Black unity, African unity, by playing these little games. Unless you've been living under a rock, you are aware of Ibrahim Touré in Burkina Faso. He's trying to get rid of colonialism from the French in his nation. He's the new leader. And he's also trying to unite Africa in many ways. Definitely making headway and progression. Well, of course, our government does not want that. Our government is deeply anti-Black. We as Black Americans already know that. And so we need to pay attention to what's going on. The other day, they sent a 4-star general, the first Black 4-star general in the Marines, named Michael Langley, to go speak, because he works with AFRICOM, which is the United States kind of military handler of the African continent. They work with 53 nations on the African continent, whether it's military or whatever. He's leading all of that. Well, the other day he tried to go after Ibrahim Touré in Burkina Faso. And Ibrahim has a huge following of African people all over the world. Here, myself included, so many others, the Caribbean, the African continent, the African diaspora, and the continent. And he was basically saying that he was a threat to the world, and saying that he was holding gold for himself and for his tribe and his people, and being a strong man over the Burkina Faso gold reserves. It does not surprise me that of all people to send to spell that message, they would send a Black American male, because they have been an attempt to detach us from the rest of the African diaspora. And you see it all over, especially on social media, that this is a direct attempt at breaking apart Black African unity. And we should not allow this to happen. We also need to make it very, 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 very clear that we stand with Ibrahim. We're not on the side of America's white supremacy and America's white supremacy logic. So just wanted to get on here and make that public service announcement. I stand with Burkina Faso. I stand with the decolonization of Africa. I stand with the unification of Africa and the unification of Black African descendant people all over the world. So just because, to my African people, just because they send a Black man to do the bidding, as they would, because they believe Black people can only communicate with Black people, they see us all as Black. We keep telling y'all that. That is how America sees us. That is how European nations sees us. They see us as one collection of Black people from different places all over the planet. However, we need to make it clear that not all Black people coming from the United States, especially not Black people connected to Trump, connected to MAGA, connected to any of that, they don't have the best interest of the Black community here in the United States, nor do they have the best interest for Black people all over the world. So therefore, I want to make it perfectly clear that Michael Langley, 4-star General Michael Langley, does not speak for the majority of Black people. And whatever he is doing, we're not in support of, because we support Burkina Faso.
Welcome back. Now, right now, you have heard the videos. These are Black people across the world, and they are talking to each other. We are not talking at each other right now. We are talking to each other. We want change. We want to see the unity. We want to see Black Americans coming to Africa and Caribbeans coming to Africa. We are rising. We have something that we have, it's calling global awakening. It is happening. We are witnessing something historic. We are witnessing something historic, not just historic for Black people, but historic for the entire world. Black Americans and Africans are connecting. They're connecting in ways the old system never wanted to see, because they were putting sanctions for, like, for example, right now, Donald Trump has put sanctions to a number of countries in Africa. This means what? This means he doesn't want Black Americans who are coming to Africa to connect with Africa. We may think he's putting sanctions to white people. The white people are still coming here but they are trying to make sure Africans and Black Americans are not connecting. They are trying to make sure Black Americans are not coming to the motherland. And I'm not talking about just sharing music, food, or culture, though that's beautiful too. That's beautiful too, but I'm talking about deep, strategic, and international connection. What they are trying to hinder from us. Black Americans are traveling. They are traveling to Africa in numbers. For them putting these sanctions, for them trying to avoid or trying to put barriers on Black Americans to come, it is something that they are trying to protect their interest here. It's not about security issues. No. Ain't about security issues. They are scared. They are afraid that if this mass movement that is happening, if it continues, they're going to lose a number of inventors, a number of innovators, a number of medicates, because Black Americans got a number of talents. most of them are coming here to invest. In countries like Ghana, they are coming. In countries like Kenya, in Tanzania, I've seen them buying lands. Lately, we are seeing record numbers of Black Americans visiting. We are seeing record number of Black Americans investing in the motherland. We have seen them buying lands. We have seen them starting businesses. And I'm asking you, you have to be the next. Come invest, buy land. We have to own properties. And they're building relationship. We are building relationship with Black Americans. I'm talking to Black Americans. They are talking to me. In my email, in my inbox, I see a lot of Black Americans talking to me. And we are talking about movement where people are no longer just tourists. We are talking about how we are bridging and building bridges. At the same time, Africans, especially the younger generation, are reaching out to Black Americans. We are calling them our brothers and our sisters. Those who are in the diaspora, you are our brothers and our sisters. And we are reaching out with open arms as Africans. I see a lot of Africans saying that, come home. Let's work together. Let's share knowledge. Let's share resources. Let's lift each other. I know I have come across a number of Black Americans who are against this African unity because they are saying they are not Africans. But I'm so happy when I go to the comment section, I see some are supporting them, but some are saying, no. I'm not gonna hate on my brother from Africa. Even when this issue of boycotting came, I saw Black Americans saying, if it is boycotting my brother, I'm not doing that. If it's boycotting Africa, I'm not doing that, because we got a lot of problems that we need to take care of. We have a lot of problems. We have a lot of people we need to boycott. Why am I going to boycott my own brother? If it's something to talk about, let's sit down. Let's discuss. Let's come with a solution on how we are going to solve this. So this is not the old narrative of the past where people said Africans don't like African Americans or African Americans don't like Africans. No, that narrative was fed to us by the white supremacy. And many of us believed it. But now we are seeing change. Now we are breaking it apart, piece by piece. Let's accept that. We are seeing changes. Sometimes you see these sanctions and you think maybe it is just normal. It's about security issues. But no, the white supremacy, the white powers is scared. Let me be clear here. This unity we are seeing is not just cute or nice to everyone. This is a threat to the system, man. It's not good for everyone. This is a threat to the system. And I'm going to tell you why. I know maybe, but for those who don't know, I'm going to tell you why this is a threat to the system. White supremacy have always survived by the division of Black people. White supremacy have always survived by keeping Black people in a position where we are disconnecting from each other. In America, they separated Black people with class. They separated by skin tone, by location, by region, there have been separation each and every time. Even in Africa, they did this. Colonial powers separated Africans by tribe, by country, by language, borders. So they kept African Americans from seeing Africans as family, and they kept Africans from seeing African Americans as part of the same struggle. Because when we are disconnected, get this, when we are disconnected, they can control the narrative. They can tell Black Americans that Africa is poor and dangerous. When we are disconnected, they can tell Africans that Black Americans are lazy and criminals. When we are disconnected, they can come up with all these shenanigans narrative. And as long as we believe their version of the story, we will never build our own version of our future. We cannot own our stories. We can't. We will live up fighting. But now, I'm so happy because we are breaking it. We are breaking the playbook. Oh my God damn it. I'm so happy that my Black Americans brothers, they talk to me as their brother. They don't see me as poor. They don't see me as primitive. They don't see me as, they see me as someone important. I'm happy for that. Now, let me tell you a little story. I had a Black American friend. He was Black American or Jamaican. He was Jamaican. No, he was Black American. One day we made a video call and he told me, yo, where are you living? Is this a place for people to live? I was like, we living here, this is Africa. So I'm telling you that because that is one of those who believe the narrative that how Africa is, we are disorganized, poor, primitive, and everything. And then other day, I made a call with another one, a video call. And he told me, yo, I never expected Africa to be so good like this. They told us that you guys live in huts, in forest. I was like, you don't believe everything you see in the media. Come visit home. I had two versions of black people. One was like, this place is a mess. And the other one was like, oh, God damn it, you have nice places. I'm like, oh, the one who bought the narrative of white people, he still sees Africa as primitive, as poor. But the one who is learning things, he's seeing Africa as a nice place. Now, when Black American and Africans start talking directly without the filter of this global media or the Hollywood, the truth comes out. We realize that we have more in common than we were ever told. We realize that the struggle we face, whether it is police brutality or it is, other form of oppression we face, we are still the same. We are still the same. We have economic exploitation in Africa. We have to it in America. The struggles are connected. The same system that kneels on the neck of the black man in Minnesota is the same system that steals the minerals from Congo. We are sharing the problem. It is the same system that underpays black workers in somewhere in Chicago or somewhere in New York. It underpays farmers in Kenya. So we are going through the same problem, maybe in different angles, but the same system. And that is why, or this is why, they are scared when we come together. Because when we connect the dots, we connect our power. That's why they are scared. When I started, I told you there's a shift, and I gave you an example of this white or this African, this Kenyan man, Kenyan youth that stood and told the Mr. President, you know what, you can't do like this. I saw people saying that you must respect the president. No, we cannot respect someone who does not respect us. For a president to respect us means that you are working for the people, okay, not working against the people. And we have the signs of shift. You can see the signs of the shift, okay? For example, we are seeing the rise of African tourism from the diaspora. First, the year of return in Ghana in 2019 opened the the floodgates, okay? Over 1 million people from the diaspora visited Ghana, and that movement don't end or did not end in 2019. It has grown. More and more black Americans are not just visiting Africa, but they're moving permanently in Africa. You get me that? They are moving permanently in Africa. And this is happening while the West is struggling with the rising racism, okay? Police violence and political division. So we are in the right track. We are seeing the shift through social media connection. Platforms like TikTok, Instagrams, and all this, YouTube, we are connecting through that, okay? We are breaking the wall between African Americans and Africans. We are seeing Africans creators collaborating with black Americans. They are talking to each other. Economic partnership. We are partnering economically. More black-owned businesses in America are starting to source products directly from Africa. We saw just lately, they were trying to put us in this bait. We fight each other, we boycott each other, but it doesn't work. It can't work because we have learned something, okay? We have learned something. When you see African fashion designers right now are trying to sell directly to black consumers, the hair products they're trying to sell to black Americans in the USA. So we are creating economic bridges that bypass the white control mediocre or middlemen. But the fact that this is terrifying them, that's why they are trying to put us against each other. We fight each other, okay? We're seeing the youth movements, African youth movement, like the protest in Kenya against the taxes, the movement in Senegal against the corrupt leaders. We are seeing this each and everywhere. And this has shaken the system. It is shaking the system. And if it has not, it will shake the system. How? Because we will control the wealth, we will control the knowledge, and we will control unity. Because when we unite across continents, we threaten all three pillars at once: wealth, knowledge, unity. If Black Americans and Africans pool their resources together, we can fund our own businesses, we can fund our own culture, our own media, our own schools, without asking for permission from those who have oppressed us. Okay? If we share knowledge, our history, our strategies, our innovations, we will stop depending on their false version of who we are. Okay? And if we unite politically, we can change the balance of power on the global stage. Okay? Imagine this. African countries that are rich in resources working directly with Black investors from Africa to develop industries. Okay? Not just selling raw material to the West, but imagine African Americans using their influence in the US politics to protect Africans' interest and block exploitation. Imagine Africa and the diaspora youths building tech companies, and also doing it here in Kenya. Imagine having this media network and art movement that shape culture worldwide. This is not a dream, man. It is not a dream. I'm seeing it. I don't know if you are seeing it. Tell me in the comment section if you are, because I am seeing the shift. Okay? Don't think for a second that the system will watch quietly. The pushback has already begun. The pushback has already begun. They can not just watch quietly. They are doing some things to try to, to counterattack this. Okay? What you saw on the boycotting, it was their agenda. You will see more media stories trying to highlight conflicts between African Americans. And you have seen that. It is happening. Okay? Even when we have these small conflicts or fake conflicts, you will see them trying to highlight that. You will see migration restrictions on some countries to slow down the movement. You are seeing it. You will see, and you will see more. The sanctions they are putting to these countries, it is a way to continue to slow down the movement of Black people between Africa and the diaspora. The pushback has started to counterattack this unity. You will see white influencers suddenly promoting travel to Africa in ways that profit them instead of us. They are here. That's right. It's happening. Okay? This is their way of inserting themselves back into the space they are losing control over. Okay? But the truth is, once the seed of unity is planted, it cannot be unplanted. That's what we are aiming. We are aiming for this seed of unity. Come on, man. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm talking from the deepest part of my heart. Let's do it. Let's plant this seed of unity. Let's see what worse can happen. We have tried dividing ourselves. We have tried fighting. We have seen how the outcome comes. But let's try unity and see what will come out. Okay? Family, let me talk to Black Americans. Visit Africa. Okay, just try. I know they have told you a lot of things. I know you have the things, maybe they want your money. I've seen this. I've had this. But try. Try. And Africans, welcome your brothers and sisters. Welcome them. Okay? Because when we do this, we are not just connecting, but we are creating the world they never wanted us to see. That's reality. So I'll say this to my kings and queens, both here in Africa, Caribbean, and across the ocean. The world did not accept this. They thought that we would stay divided forever. They thought that their lies would work forever, but here we are, proving them wrong. We are shaking the ground under white supremacy. We are showing the world that when Africa and her children unite, there is no force on earth that can stop us. And let's continue doing that. I'm so humble to all those Black Americans who are coming to Africa. Thank you so much. I love you. Until next episode, peace out.